Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. Okay, today is October 26th. It's 2:42 a.m. Let me go on YouTube. From now on, I'll try to do that every morning to check my subscriber number because I'm keeping a close eye on it. I should be about 189 subscribers. Okay, there it is, 189. All right, let's see how did my public watch hour should have gone slightly up today. Let's refresh. Maybe later on, maybe 4 o'clock or something, it'll refresh. But anyway, so I need to keep an eye on it. All right, because they keep on taking my subscribers out. So let's go on Twitter. Last night, I bookmarked a lot. Come on. And let's see. Okay, this is my, right now, my homepage. Oh, I got a message. All right, so Harry and Meghan gave 2 hours of content last week, and here I am already missing them. A mess. That's a good one to start. How long ago did she do it? 2:20 a.m. Oh, shoot, a few minutes ago. Obviously, she's probably around the world. Maybe, I think, if I'm not mistaken, South Africa or something like that. All right, so she's crying already. We need them to come back. Oh my goodness! Someone 7 minutes ago just like it. All right, so now I want to go on my bookmark. These are things that I bookmark. All right, so I have something about Lewis Hamilton that could come later. Amy standing ovation for Harry and Meghan. Okay, let's go on that one. All right. So that was yesterday. She posted it and said, at this point, everyone knew Harry was leaving. This standing ovation did send a particular message of support. I also came across other tweets, which I think I bookmarked, where it seems like they're trying to get his whatever patronage or whatever thing that Harry has with the army and stuff like that. I'm telling you, there's something very fishy going on with not just the UK, also in the US. But let me leave it at that for now. So let me read this, and today's Monday, so I'm not gonna be on the computer that long. So my husband wants the computer by 8 o'clock. So, yep, my take. No royal family member has done a lot to the military community. Example, veterans like Prince Harry. The standing ovation they gave him sent a clear message too. Okay? So I'm assuming all of these people here are veterans. I don't know. That was during the week before they left. I think this one, the week of something, Mountbatten something. Okay, I'm not trying to remember anything. So, all right, is this one the thread? Okay, did send. Okay, he fixed himself. Did send. Why is there no edit button? I read it like it was part of the thread, but it's something he put to himself. Yeah, Twitter need an edit button. You see some silly mistakes that people make, but at the same time, all of them knows how to do it. Okay, how to write pretty much. So that was, okay, let me see the thread. Where is the thread? All right, this is that. Okay, so that's all it shows. All right, every British press launched a smear campaign. Okay, so that's what I have here. Okay, me, every time the Fair and the royal family launch a smear tactics since Harry and Meghan left. That means our faves have another win and the haters are threatened and trying to sabotage. So, they went after this clip from Deal or No Deal to get Meghan part. I'm telling you, the Sussex crowd are crazy. Oh my God. Oh man, that was 9 hours. Nobody responded, but anyway, she deserves a like. All right, 62 clicks. All right, let's see. I'm going really fast here. Heading to the poll. All right, So I'll leave that for last for politics purposes, okay? Through this was interest, I spoke about hearing positive 24/7. Let's see. All right. So they are very well insulated in their palaces. I can imagine a world where the Cambridges have never seen a single negative social media comment. The Queen has never seen the reaction of Prince Andrew other than third or second hand. So what I got here, okay, there's that sabotage thing that I just read a few minutes ago. Is this? I think it's the same person. What is it? I think I heard about Prince Andrew's getting back to be royal duty or something like that. So I think this person is saying they're throwing this word out, okay, for as a test to see how people will react. So they better come in my channel to listen the truth, because if I was anybody in the UK, wherever Prince Andrew comes, I'll run away. I just don't want my face next to this guy. My goodness. But anyway, okay. Even one of the royal voters cautioned William to not surround himself with yes men. You see, advice the prince has not followed. Interesting. Did somebody tell him that? Okay. I think in one of my tweets, two tweets 2 days ago, where I think it was about Prince Charles. I was talking something about him, and I was like, these guys never, never hear anything negative. So they surround themselves with all the yes men. They want 24/7 positive thing for people to applaud for them. So I remember saying that in one of the tweets not too long ago. I'm not sure which one, but one of the tweets. So this is what he's saying here also. Yeah, and combined with the propaganda by the press, they are not seeing the reality. Yeah, I'm telling you. They are, not only that, whoever is advising them, okay, they are advising them for failure, okay? Because if they're going after the military right now, I'm telling you, that's the grip the royal family has, that they want to make sure to destroy it, because they want to send it. If the royal family don't have the grip of the army, now politician is gonna have control of the army. Okay, so once that happen, once the politician have the army behind them, you'll see how crazy things will be. Okay, I spoke about it. Maybe that particular video, I probably threw it in, will be on Patreon, because there's a lot of videos I've created. I don't put them on YouTube. Once I start talking about politics and stuff, I went somewhat deep. And then when I'm editing them, I was like, oh man, I don't want to hear any backlash in here. So lately I've been creating two different versions, one for Patreon and one for YouTube. The ones that I talk really deep political thing, basically my humble opinion about all of them. Once I go really deep in them, I switch. I decided to make two videos out of them. The one where I say everything, and one where I cut back a little bit. I remove the parts where I go a little bit too political. I don't even have Patreon yet. I'm trying. I went on it, twice. The first time when I was checking it out, that was like a month ago. And then last week, I believe, I went on Patreon. I started setting things up, and then I stopped, and I need to finalize it and stuff like that. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. And I think in one videos I said I need your support. What do you think? But I haven't heard anything, so I'm not really in a rush to create the Patreon. All right, so here, yeah, and combine the propaganda by the press, they are not seeing the reality. I'm of the opposite mindset. They absolutely know they're unpopular. They know the world is moving past them, and they really don't want anyone looking too closely at them. So I'm assuming, okay, in my humble opinion, that's why they continue to rely on the morally bankrupt section of the media to pop them up. They're just playing with fire. They're just playing with fire. Okay, my control argument is for X look to royal family's last year Christmas photo I saw because Omid posted. stage photo of George making cookies of something, Queen with bags and hands smiling, Charles and William in suit. This exactly show they have no sense of current time and why Harry and Meghan were needed. I remember one of the squads who have has a podcast was talking about Prince George beating the door. Oh my God. They listened to people who were hell bent on not serving the negress or being overshadowed. Negress is Megan, overshadowed by her and believed the press blowing smoke of Katias. Oh, okay. Whenever I see that, I know what it is. Will be enough to replace Harry and Meghan, but boy, were they wrong. They miscalculated both their importance to the world and Harry and Meghan popularity. Oh, 2 of 2. Okay, where did? Okay, that was here. 1 of 1. Where did she put 1 of 1? Nothing. Okay. Okay, just to let us know she has one before. Okay, completely agree. They miscalculated. Maybe this Netflix deal and time last appearance opened their eyes? Question mark. Also, I'm shocked they don't see how pushing out Meghan influence to Commonwealth. I mean, their mind is fixed into something. They only saw hate. Okay, once they saw Meghan, they become blind. They became blind. I mean, they never had common sense in the first place, but they became blind of, what's right. So they were already too deep in immoral act. So once they got to Meghan, oh my God, they saw Meghan, they just completely freaking, they went rogue with that. But they're just messing themselves up. And remember that video that I did, the one that has the British flag on the cover and the thumbnails. I spoke about something where all of a sudden I realized the footprint of the British everywhere around the world. So okay, let me stop because I don't want to cut to do 2 different videos. But just watch that video with the British flag, and my thought is in there. Okay, the font, like Meghan, and orchestrated a smear campaign which they hope had worked so the Commonwealth wouldn't care. Their arrogance and hubris had them making all the wrong decisions. Though I can't say I'm mad because at the end of the day, Harry and Meghan and Archie are free. That is so true. The Lamborghini rode off and left them covered in dust. Oh my God. They live in the echo chamber. You people are crazy. Alright, that's Prince Andrew. That's gonna be a different. Okay, the next tweet that I have is Prince Andrew. You know what? Let me do it. Okay, because alright, my PR brain. He changes ID icon. Alright, okay. My PR brain is telling me we are going to get news stories about Andy returning about every 3 months until there is a reaction. There isn't a reaction anymore. Then Andy will come back. They are testing the waters and trying to create story fatigue. Okay, so this is the one that I was telling you. He was tweeting a lot last night. So pretty much the thing about Andrew coming back and being in public, doing public event for the royal, they just throwing this out there just to see how people will react. Okay, so that was one of the things. So he went on and continues and says 14 hours ago, which of course means that there is still contingent in British press that wants Andy to come back publicly to the firm. Yeah, they just want to write negative stuff. They want something to write about. Okay, it also means they are extending much more courtesy to accused rapists than they ever did to Harry and by extension Meghan. So that's cool. So that's cool. Okay, they are definitely testing the public. Andrew returning to work doesn't make sense as nothing has changed from when he stepped down until now. The monarchy is a disgrace if they are believed this is okay. Until they all sink. I'm telling you, yeah. I say bring him back now. Let him be D. There for Remembrance Day. Remembrance Day. They let him walk to church. Let him be the rightful face of force that is the royal family. My goodness, people going to church are usually more evil than those who don't. Anyway, I agree. And if they bring him out now, Brits will not do anything about it. Sure, there will be some complaints online, but overall, people will ignore it. The press will not talk about it, just like they are ignoring his alleged crime. That is true. Oh, there's one more comment here. It won't be easy to ignore because every time the British media attack Meghan, people point out the hypocrisy, Brits and non-Brits alike. Okay, true. Globally, it will not be ignored, but there are a lot of people out there living in total denial about this monarchy. What will the British people really do about it, though? Yeah, the British people are like freaking, they're hypnotized. Majority of them. Not all. I want to say that. Not all. Majority of them are hypnotized by the monarchy. Okay? Only while Betty alive though, unless he has something on Chuck. That could be. That could be. There was one tweet. That's when I started making 2 videos. I went across where someone pointed something like that. Only while Betty, not exactly like this, where the word, but unless he has something on Chuck, where someone might have something on the royal family. That's why they continue with their nonsense. I mean, they couldn't make right out of wrong, but instead of that, they dangling whatever they have on the royal family and said, you do what I said or else and stuff like that. I believe that because, But anyway, okay, I'm up to 20. Hand that feeds you. Okay, well, okay. Let's go to that. Okay, so I have here hands that feeds you. You tried to kill her, or you kept silence while they tried to kill her. Can you imagine inhabiting a world where you think it's a good idea to bite the hand that feeds you, or to keep silent while the hand that feeds you is bitten? Can you imagine thinking you will succeed again? My goodness. But somebody went out of his way to make that sketch. Okay. Beat the hand that feed me. Royal water. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. That's the cry. Oh my god. How obtuse are the royal water. I'm just waiting for Shipwreck to be on the list next to be sued. Okay. He's looking for attention. This what happened when you cover lazy cheater and pop up garden Botox in UK. Oh my god. There's always a name for everything. Every day I'm reading some new names. Oh my god, serve his ass right. He was part of the online negativity. Idiot now feeling the aftermath. Karma is a bitch. Alright, next one. Okay. So most of them were really late last night that I bookmarked, so I don't know. Okay, 17 hours ago. All right. They might have had a chance photographing celebrities, but again, royalty beats celebrity. Okay. I agree. Jobo royalty always beats celebrity. Okay. Okay, well, they've still got a whole bunch of royals who will be absolutely delighted to pose. So snap away, my boys. When did he post that? Okay, 10 February 19. So that was a while back. Okay, so that was a while back. So February 10th, 2019. Okay, about a year, almost 2 years now. Okay, we're almost done with 2020. So anyway, I don't get it. 30 years spent taking photos of royals only. 30 years with no other source of income. 30 years of watching a family live their best life on taxpayers' pound. 30 years of no major work accomplishment, nothing to be known for in life. How did he cater for his family in the last 30 years? My goodness, that's a very well put. Why not just do good, not excluding any group? Yeah, there's a video I made where I said, I think I was talking about the how certain part of the country in the U.S. is more prosperous than other part of the country. Where you go to states, let's say California and New York and some part of Texas. I think I focus mostly in Houston and Texas, where there's diversity there. These areas, they diverse, they prosperous. If you want Chinese food, there's a Chinese restaurant. You want Italian food, there's an Italian restaurant. If you want Cuban food, there's a Cuban food. Any type of Latin or Spanish food you want, there's a restaurant. But if you go to one of those states in the South, you have to drive miles to find one particular restaurant. The majority of restaurants you probably will see down south are fast food, McDonald's or things like that. But people with different tastes, acquired tastes, or things like that, you can't find this in those other states. Or if you do, they're very rare. So most states that are diverse, they are more prosperous. And then what's wrong with that too is that many of those states that prosper, California, New York, and I believe when I saw the research, I'm not gonna look at it because I already put those facts out on one of my videos. They subsidize, okay? They pay more federal tax to the government. And then those other states who's not that prosperous, the states that are diverse, who's helping them, okay, who help pay for whatever troubles they may run into. Let's say there's a tornado somewhere down south, let's say Tennessee or something like that, or places that usually have tornadoes and went around and destroy a whole bunch of neighborhood. Which part of the government you think is gonna pay for it, for their recovery? The federal government, which majority of the diverse states in the United States, like New York, is paying toward the federal government, which in turn pay for those communities who usually need help to recover. So those people are blind with hate, and once they're trying to diversitize people, but anyway, I have that other video. You guys could watch it. I don't know which one. It could have been a tweet. That's Michelle. It is what it is. Right? Did I do this? That's the one I just did. Okay, 18. Okay, there's Henry again, Henry the Eighth. All right. The royal voters view themselves as extensions of the palace. They really thought Harry was going to choose them over Meghan and Archie. And there's the laugh. Oh God. They seriously thought Harry was going to choose the royal family over Meghan and Archie. They laugh. Remember all those Dear Henry letters complete with photos of him and then back in the days? I didn't go that far into the royal family. I remember it was pathetic. Okay. Remember this headline? They kept begging Harry to choose them. Delusional. Let's see. Okay, Meghan, please don't force Harry to choose between you and us. What the fuck is this? My goodness. I wasn't that deep into making content for you guys, for the Sussexes, but are these people for real? They really published a bullshit like this? October 3rd, 2019. A year ago. Meghan, please don't force Harry to choose between you and us. I think just them doing that pretty much made Harry, make up his mind. How the hell will you do that? Why will you write that? I mean, I've heard they're trying to separate them for them to divorce or something like that. My goodness. Harry visibly adores you, Meghan. Oh my God. He will do anything for you, that's for sure, and the little family you have created. Duh. Included his unprecedented and, okay, I wish I knew what was more said here. What? To choose a whole bunch of people who he already hated, who's trying to make his life uncomfortable every places he go. Yes, for all intents and purposes, they are who they are, I guess. They are. the PR division. Oh my God, these people are pathetic. All right, so Archwell, I'm gonna leave that for later. Okay, so this one I put William and Kate, Harry and Meghan, part-time working roles. Okay, what do I have here? One of the reasons I like Harry and Meghan so much is they took a look at a toxic environment, and despite monumental global pressure to stay, they left anyway. Know your worth. Know that nothing, not even being a princess, is worth taking abuse. That's for sure. Okay, yep, me too. I say the same. There she posts what she said. Okay, we admire Meghan not because she entered the British royal family. It's because she demonstrated that modern royalty is about using status to benefit others, not to glorify status. She impressed us even more by rejecting an abuse, racist institution, even as others covered for them, for covered for entry. That is so true. Okay, couldn't have said it any better. They have sealed their place in the history book with that move. That is so true. That is true. I bet people like Sophia Star, Sophia Star, oh my God, look at them and wish they had guts to do that, especially after the Netflix deal. Let the rest of them keep performing for the tabloid. My goodness, Fiesta could never. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is why I find out about Harden production. Okay, I was like reading through the tweets like this. Okay, my very old tweets, very time I'm reading the tweets. Someone put in the comment section that Sophie had a miscarriage, and I was like, it. I asked myself, wow, someone in the royal family was pregnant at the time, and she lost a baby, and now there's Meghan who is pregnant, who was pregnant because it was later on, um, who was pregnant, and then she's going through all of this. How come someone who had a miscarriage, a woman who, the pain that the miscarriage brings to a woman, especially if you were planning, when you do family planning, okay? And then what you already plan, you bought cribs and this, especially if it's your first time or having a child, okay, you were pregnant. That's even worse, all those non-experienced things you've never had, but you imagine with your partner. So this is when two partners, okay, plan together to have a family. Okay, these are the things they usually talk about. Oh, when this kid is this is what we're gonna do, and that you thinking of the future, and then bam, it no longer happened because of the miscarriage. Do you know the pain that bring, the suffering that bring? For someone who went through that, to tell me there's a pregnant woman, they doing all those negativity, beating her, and I'm sure she's behind the scene. She knows exactly what is being talked behind the scene. To not have the guts to come out and say, no, this is not right. Even though, my goodness. Again, that brings the issue with that guy, with that girl with the dog who threw the dog at the guy and said, you see my Mercedes? Huh? What you get is worth more than you. People's feelings and experience and emotion no longer works for these people. Everything is substituted with wealth, with material stuff, abject stuff. People's ability, people's well-being no longer matter to them. My goodness. Wow, I went a little bit deep here. Every time I think about this kind of thing, it pisses me off. And that's how I went and find out, how did this woman, what happened? What went wrong with him? I mean, I'm saying him. What went wrong with her, for having a miscarriage? Was the press at her just like they doing to Meghan? Nobody was bothering her. She lost the baby. But can you imagine the traumatized experience, the agony Meghan must have felt while she's pregnant? And at the same time, she probably was, that's Meghan, was fighting with herself not to look at the tabloid, not to watch TV, not to hear anything about any of this stuff. But sometimes you just can't help it. It's there. It's there. I can't imagine being in the UK. Probably everywhere she turned, it's there. Turn on the TV, something somewhere popped up about it. My goodness. But let me continue reading. Exactly. She did everything right. She will have been doing her homework. That is the kind of person she clearly is. She did everything right, right down to getting out of there. Yep. What a lesson for us all. That's why they are loved. Yep. Turning lemon into lemonade. She know who she is. She is like, no, it's not worth it. I don't care about your title. Take your titles away. I don't care. This, we're leaving. And I'm pretty sure before they made that huge move, I'm sure they talk about it, how they're gonna leave. Okay, not just like that. And they pick a perfect time during the holiday. We go celebrate, and this, as time goes, and said, we're out. We're not coming back. Poor Harry. Harry had to go back and deal with the headache. I mean, which is actually who's supposed to represent that family, Harry, because, Anyway, absolutely, they have my kudos forever, just for seeing clearly and having the courage to change their circumstances for the better. Yep. Well said. When someone knows and values their self-worth, they stay into a power that can never be diminished. That's right. Step. Where did they well said, when someone knows the value of self-worth, they step into a power that can never be diminished. Okay, it is powerful. Yep. All right, let's go to the next one. William Grid. Okay, working well. What do I have here? I was coming across a lot of his tweet yesterday. William saying no part-time. Okay, was A, hilarious because William and Kate were deemed part-time while he was out pretending to have a job. B, the biggest blessing in disguise. Can you imagine what the British royal family would be doing now if they still had their icy grip on the Sussexes? Okay, people keep forgetting they asked to keep working part-time and they were told no. Yeah. Okay, question. Do you think that if that 1 year review is to happen, the Queen might change her mind and offer them that half and half out? Whether Meghan and Harry says yes is a different story. I think in one of my tweets this week I said something about that. Do you think they might come back? But this is the thing I said in that particular video that I referenced to. Because I was asking myself questions, similar questions she asked here. I think they already made their mind. Their mind is set into saying no. The reason I said that is because their decision from the beginning, if when they left UK, they had told them yes, you could work part-time. So certain deal that they made with Netflix or other deal they make with, we probably don't even know. Okay, other agreement they have made with other partners around the world. It pretty much shaped their decision with the royal family. Okay, if things when they left, when Harry and Meghan and Archie left the royal family, when they step out and they had a confirmed understanding of what the firm wanted, right? And I'm sure they sort of have, but right now they're hanging at, they tangling that to come back kind of thing on their head. But right now I think they probably say, F it, we don't want that, right? So they were hoping, the firm was hoping, holding, I guess, titles or whatever they had against them for them to come back, or hoping that they will starve with no money and things like that. So Meghan and Harry made the decision. They didn't accept our deal from the beginning. We wanted half and half. They said no. So now we move on to our next project. You have the Archwell already launched. Okay, so anything that they're doing right now is gonna be under the umbrella of their own path, or whatever decision they're gonna say comes the 1 year review. They may not even go back to say we don't need it or something like that. They probably already know what they want. They're like, no, we're not coming back. We already made our mind. We make commitment with other partners, Netflix, what else, other people, But Now here come the flip side of it. It could also mean, okay, where whatever decision they make with any partners from the time they left the UK, maybe they told them, okay, yes, we'll make deal with you and stuff like that, but it's gonna be on that particular direction, because we're gonna have 6 months here and 6 months to ourselves and 6 months with the firm. So where the partners already know that, okay, at a certain time we won't get their availability. So while they're not dealing with the Netflix or stuff like that, they'll be doing business for the firm. You understand what I mean? So it could either be, there's a possibility, because when Harry left, he said he wanted to serve the Queen, and the Queen is his commander in chief and all of that. So they might go right on the fine line, and said, look, we're not receiving any money for you. From your taxpayers. Whenever we need to do charitable work for our patron, we'll show up, we'll do what we need to do, and that's it. Okay, we're not receiving any funds from you guys. We'll do what we need to do for the patronages, and then we step back. Okay, get away, get out of my face and stuff like that. So there's a lot of way this thing could go. Okay, because sometimes when you make certain decision, you don't want them to be too. They just need to do a fine line, walk in the fine line. All right. So it could go anywhere, any direction from this point on. Let me finish with this, and this will be the end of the video, because already 38 minutes. Okay. No, I don't think it will be offered, and if it was, I don't think it will be accepted. The British royal family will never admit to being wrong. Harry and Meghan have had another year of seeing clearly what the British royal family is willing to do to them. But then again, all right, let's just say we see what the tabloid is putting out, but what we don't see is the connection. Remember, the Queen is Harry's grandmother. We don't see the personal conversation between the Queen and Harry, the trust, the word, the seal. How do you call this? The acceptance, the agreement. That's it. The agreement that they have with each other. The firm could have something, okay, but Harry could easily tell his grandmother, I will be doing this for you and this and that. But the firm doesn't have to know, even though the Queen is the firm. But they have to go through a whole bunch of secretaries before they actually meet the middleman, pretty much the men in gray suit. Once they come in between, they become political. Okay, the gray suit people are more political. Although Lizzie, the Queen, is political too, but to save the monarchy, the word between Harry and his grandmother on a personal level, they may have to talk about something, okay, that nobody else know but them. Okay, that's something you need to keep in mind. Okay, let's not just go everything with the tabloid, even though we know the tabloid is somewhat the monarchy mouthpiece, but something we just need to look at all angles. The word between the grandmother and the grandson. All right, something must be said, and usually when the Queen talk about Meghan, I mean, when the word come out directly from her mouth, I mean, it could be pretending and stuff, but it's usually positive. But the middleman and the mouthpiece is usually spin it into something completely different. So we just need to keep that in mind. Okay, at least I am. Okay, at least I am. You guys could tell me what you think. You guys usually bring some really good point on the comment section, so I might be completely 360 here. And by, quote, not admit of being wrong, end quote, I mean that offering them part-time will be a clear contrition of the family, and they just do that. They just don't do that. I do think there are signs that certain members of the British royal family are not happy with how this all went down. Okay, let's see. At this point, I don't think that 1 year review is going to happen, and I don't think anybody at the palace is happy with how things have developed. Yep, the Netflix and okay, Queen Elizabeth II made it clear in January she wanted the couple to stay. Okay, there it is. That something from her mouth, the letter that they put out, and I honestly think she had silent hope they will return fully. Okay, all right. So there's a little bit of what I'm saying here. All right, so this one says, no, I think everyone involved will say COVID made it impossible and it will fade from memory. It said that the Queen waited until it was too late to make her wishes known. But remember, Harry wanted to speak to the grandmother, but the man in gray suit was preventing stuff, right? So over there, I don't know how things run, but it seems like to get to the Queen, you have to go through a whole bunch. You have to make appointment. Can you imagine that? You want to speak to your grandmother, you have to make appointment. So he was having Harry wanted to have a talk to his grandmother, but they were preventing him from speaking to his grandmother. So that's when that meeting went place. Is it Sangrium or something like that? You guys probably know more than me. Sangrium, and then they had that talk. So their family member, okay, talking about the business of the family without the man in gray suit. So whatever the discussion they had there, it's probably over there. But then again, we see someone copy, all these people doing all the copying and stuff. And anyway, let me see. Okay, so look at all that comes out on the royal family already. They will have used Harry, Meghan, and Archie as cover and allowed the feeding frenzy to continue. They saw that coming and said no, thank you. All right. He is also a hypocrite, seeing as he was part-time for a good 6 years, good 6 years, and he was playing pretending helicopter rescue pilot. Oh my God. My goodness. Anyway, let us all send special thanks to Adila Rasputenkova for her excellent negotiating skills. She made the best deal for the British racist family. Oh, that's the servant, I think. British royal family. I think. I'm not sure. Yeah. British royal family. And we got all that which we never imagined. Freedom. Let's hear it for royal family, best people. The royal family refusing the part-time deal, that was such a huge blessing for Harry and Meghan. Yep. They asked to work part-time for free, my goodness, and they said no. Now they're trying hard to make things look like Harry didn't want to work. Oh my God, they work like toddlers play. Oh my God. Okay, why are you saying William? He isn't king. He isn't even next. He isn't in charge. You are ignoring the Queen and Charles just to promote this line of hatred. It seems like as if you once really like him and he did wrong somehow. All you tweets have the sound of jet-lit lover. Whatever. But anyway, so that's the end of this video. Now I'm going to the next video. Why do I have... Okay.